And welcome to the Ales and Fails Twitch stream. I'm your host, Ale Wolf. I drink and I fail. Today's a special one. Rather than have our usual retro block today, we're going to try something new and something incredibly new. Today, June 30th, is the release of Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak, the latest expansion to the Monster Hunter Rise game. So hopefully you came in to see some of that. I actually started the game last night, put in less than an hour or so of it, so I haven't quite dipped my toes into it just yet per se, but I do have some experience in it. Oh, and we have a first chat viewer today. Welcome, Dweezy40. Looking for group. Yes, aren't we all looking for group? Welcome and thank you for watching today. Before we get into the action, though, let's go ahead and find what's on tap today. So, avid viewers of the stream will remember this one. This is an offshoot beer, Retreat Hazy Double IPAs. Well, I hope you're excited for the drinks today. What are you drinking today, Dweezy? A hazy double IPA, for those of you not aware, are a series of beers that are slightly different than your conventional West Coast IPAs. Longtime viewers of the stream will remember that West Coast IPAs are a bit bitter. They're not necessarily my flavor of choice. What happens when you make those is you boil the hops during the primary brewing process, and you brew them so much that they release bitter reagents. Hazy double IPAs, on the other hand, have a slightly different approach to hop content, in the sense that rather than add them during that initial boil, what you do is you insert them during the secondary fermentation of that brew, which releases only the aroma and the flavor of the hops, and that elicits a more tropical, perhaps even fruity flavor. Hazy IPAs are not necessarily very bitter, so I definitely recommend them. Offshoot Beer Company is a brewery, I believe, that's based in California, and actually it might be associated with the brewery. It's one of my go-tos, so I definitely recommend. Bang Energy Wild and Watermelon. Well, cheers to you, my friend. I hope you are enjoying that. It's definitely not too early to start with something a little bit stronger. So let's go ahead and pop this guy. And hopefully no pouring mishaps today. Longtime viewers of the stream knows that this is a common feature of our stream. Just the over fizzing of beer as we pour it. This is what we call masterful pouring. Always at an angle. Try to reduce your head. That should be good enough. Hazy IPAs are generally thicker in composition. You can't actually see through this, which is slightly different than your conventional IPAs. That's one feature that you recognize. They definitely got a slightly more aromatic bouquet to them. And this one almost smells like pineapple, I want to say. So, fang a nail, dear viewer. Certainly medium-bodied composition. I would say it's got a good sweet content to it, and the alcohol is only pulled in the back. But let's see what our friends at Untapped have to say about this. This hazy double IPA is brewed with a simple malt bill and hopped heavily with fruit-forward Mosaic, Cashmere, and Eldorado, laced with a delicate and aromatic tropical notes along with a bright berry medley and a crisp mouthfeel. It's like diving into the Pacific on a 90-degree day. Seriously, nothing beats the heat like Retreat. Now that catchphrase is certainly worth at least $1. Again, definitely a recommended brew. if you see it out in the wild. But with that, let's go ahead and move on to the main event. Cheers to you. Let's see what we're gonna do here. Okay, so like I said, we are slightly under an hour into the process here. And I think, okay, go on ahead. And I'm wearing my gala suit, which is my favorite outfit for this sort of game. Always stay classy, my friends. Alright, so here I am at the mission outpost. Of course, every single individual wants to talk to me, but you're not here to see dialogue, you're here to see some action. So we're gonna go mosey on to the quest counter and see what's on the menu today. What is the premise of this game? Monster Hunter? Well, it is a game where you are a hunter of monsters. I suppose that's a bit reductionist, so let me apologize and say that you hunt monsters that are bringing about change to the world, and you're doing so in an effort to prevent that change from happening and defending humans. And every time you defeat a monster, you harvest its parts and create armor pieces and weapons in order to improve your statistics, make yourself stronger, and move on to the next challenge. So it's an ever-repeating cycle where you're defeating monsters, using their parts for weapons and armor, and then defeating stronger monsters. If you haven't played it, I certainly think you are missing out. Let's go ahead with this guy. One thing that I haven't found yet is the place where we actually eat. Let's go find some food before we move on. Oh, there we go. So one thing that we kept from base Rise is the dango system for the canteen. And so what ends up happening is we actually end up eating a meal of 3 dango pieces, which are like, I believe they're mochi or something to that effect. Apparently there's a new hopping skewer mechanic, but there's no time to learn that. Let's go ahead and move on with the normal skewer. Today we are running a sword and shield with blast element. So I don't think I need anything fancy. But let's try and spice things up here. Let's see if we can go for the triple carver. Well, of course, I am certainly happy to explain the premise and any other questions you might have while you're here at the Ales and Tales channel. You are the most important person to me. I think we're ready now. Let's see if we can find our item box, just replenish our consumables. And let's get out of here. They certainly did a bang-up job of updating some of the artwork on the loading screens here. And this is the first time I've actually entering this new map, a map just added in Sunbreak. It's the jungle.
Those who set foot in this land will behold its breathtaking splendor. Ancient ruins, lush greens, and rich waters.
I believe they brought this map back from one of the earlier games in the series. If I'm not mistaken, it was probably either the second, I believe it was the second generation, if I'm not mistaken. It's always nice to see when they bring back an old map and update it with certain elements and mechanics. What we are hunting today is a kuluyaku, which is a bird that has a rock or an egg with it. And I noticed that I've got my Nargacuga set. You know what, I'm probably going to keep my Nargacuga set. I originally thought that I had my blast weapons on, but this set actually provides high crit, which, you know, I haven't played in a while. So it might as well be good to dust off the old digits. And I'd love to hear if anyone watching right now has actually played Sunbreak yet. It only came out very late last night, so everyone really is only just getting used to its gameplay. And here's our target. Jeez, this guy is tiny. And there's that rock that I talked about. He uses that rock as a shield and then also attempts to throw it. If I want to get anywhere in this battle, I have to just try to stop hitting that rock, because all it does is actually reduce the sharpness of my weapon, and if my weapon sharpness goes down too much, my effectiveness at striking the monster actually decreases. And though it may have dropped its rock right now, it's actually very quick to try and pull off a new one from the ground or somewhere from the environments. Beautiful. Ah, and I completely missed that one. I think it's running away. Oh no, it's not. Okay, nice shot. Oh, and we've got a turf war going on here. Looks like we're gonna get to ride this bad boy. So what's happening here is a monster just attempted to get into the middle of our fight. Generally what ends up happening when one of these events occurs is that one of them will actually get stunned, and the game allows you to pick off that stunned monster and ride him for great damage. Excellent. And in the process, we get to pick up some extra materials. I know, like our prey is running away. Let's go after it. One thing I realized, I didn't even take my drugs today. Didn't take my real world drugs either. Alright, so let's sharpen up before we fight. Oh no, he's got another stone, of course. Let's try to get off of this cave-like structure. It's actually not very conducive to a simple fight. Ah, he blocked me with his stone. Ah, and really it would have made a bit more sense for me to grab my blast weapons for this particular fight. Ah, totally with that one. Wow, smashed right in the head. And my assistant Palico actually just threw a bomb at it, which was actually quite funny. And flash bomb. And here I am doing a combo to no one. But this is my chance to strike. As you can see, he actually doesn't have a weapon on his hands. And one of my Palicos just deployed a stun trap. And that was a good combo right there. It's evident that the monster is actually getting tired right now. If not by that opening. Ah. Okay. These guys hit extra hard. Sunbreak is actually the Master Rec expansion of Monster Hunter Rise, and so monsters are supposed to be far stronger than they used to be. Oh, and he just picked up another stone. Picks them up like kidney stones. And there I go, flying. Just smacked it in the face with a glancing blow. And I think it's fleeing now. Okay, so we got an extra piece. There's a spare bird here which helps us boost our stats. There's something shiny here in the distance. I'm gonna go check out what that is. A simple wyvern here. Oh, and there's a royal Ludroth. I wonder if he's actually gonna go after our prey. This could be the chance for another turf war. What is this? Something's around me. Alright, let's move on. So there's the Ludroth. Actually, here's wondering if I can try and lure it with me. I'm actually going to try and control it. Let's go. Let's go try and find our prey. Where is it? Hey, wait a second. My map is not being very helpful. There it is. Oh gosh, he's faster than me. Maybe if we have an open arena. There we go. And smash. Didn't realize that a Royal Ludroth was actually this much bigger than a Kuliaku, but there's a first time for every turf war. Hey, thank you for the cheers there, Do Easy. And it seems like we're cutting right through it. We might be close to the end here. Just gotta be careful because the weaker a monster gets, the more savage it becomes. You're essentially cornering a snake. So as you can see, it's far more interested in just killing me before I destroy it. But it might just be far too slow for my sword and shield setup. To be perfectly honest with you, he's actually a little faster than I expected. So a lot of my combos are getting missed. Never face a monster head on. Wow, and my pelican did that. Now! Excellent. And I am surprised this guy's not just going down yet. Lunge right through it. Ah, missed that ending combo, which would have launched me upwards. Is it running? Did it run? Yes, it did. Welcome to the chat, Tolberts. Happy to have you here. And of course, cheers to you. A fan of the Monster Hunter series, perhaps? An aficionado of Sunbreak. And our weapon sharpness is back up. Our stamina is down to 50% though, so have to correct that. I think we've got one more piece that we left here. Oh, a couple of pieces actually. Spoils of war. So an interesting exploration of the jungle map. Again, this is my first time actually playing through it. Ah, well, thank you. I enjoy my goggles myself as well. And instead of a rock, he seems to now have a vase, which is a little unusual. I'm only going to assume that it's maybe slightly easier to break through, but also just a little more damaging if he manages to hit me with it. This fight is honestly taking a little longer than I expected. What are you even doing? Just Let's see if I can activate my Palico's Felvine. Have Felvine will travel. That's not what I wanted to do. I don't think my Felvine is working. Let's leave it as is. Ooh, okay. Wow, and I just got blown out of the water there. And anyone in the chat playing Sunbreak? If so, what is your favorite new thing? Ah, and I missed my perfect combo there. Ah, of course I just whiffed it.
It's fleeing.
Ah, it fled. And again, one of the things about this guy didn't even let me get a breather there. One of the fun things about Monster Hunter is just the fact that there is a certain degree of preparation before every fight. And so as you can imagine, I would have had an easier time had I actually used a weapon that could actually break through the Kuluyaku's defense. And that's something I did not... Oh, somebody's ready for a ride. Okay, a three-way war. But I've got a specific target, so I can't... Hello. I'm a little too fast for him to actually be able to break through. Get out of the way. Ah, this blue drop is stopping my... Okay, I think we got it. Did we not do the thing? Excellent. And so I believe we just poisoned our... We poisoned the wrong creature, of course. But we did get some royal blue drop part off of the encounter. Where's... Oh! Surprise shot. Tactical. And again, this fight actually showcases just how strong and fast master rank monsters are. Just have to dodge every one of these attacks. Ah, and a total fail at the landing. And he dropped it. Excellent. But still have to be wary of its claws as well as its beak. That was a poorly timed shot. Now who's gonna tire out who? I seem to be getting the raw end of this particular transaction. I think I need to help up. Totally with there. Where are my Palico buddies anyways? Oh, and he's ready for a capture. Let's go ahead and set up a trap. The blue icon at the top of the screen suggests to me that he is below 20% health. Which means that I don't have to finish him off, rather I simply have to trap it. And he is out. So there goes fight number 2 for Sunbreak. That was a little more difficult than I expected, but again, it is to be expected because I am running with a high rank gear, which is one rank below master rank. And for anyone of you just joining us out there, we're still enjoying an offshoot beer company retreat, which is a hazy double IPA. Let's leave this guy over here. And shout out whatever drink of choice you may be having right now, chat. Like potato chips, you can never just have one. Hazy, here's hoping. Here's definitely hoping. I know that we've got a lot of hazy aficionados in the craft beer world, but we can never have enough of them. And before we go on to our next quest, I'm going to go ahead and change my weapon. Like I said, I would like to run an explosive set. So if I remember where our item box is. Sometimes it's very evident and sometimes it just completely eludes me. For a little challenge. And one of the things about Elgato that I am noticing is that it doesn't have about 20 different item boxes around, which was something that I enjoyed back in the older Monster Hunter games. For every like 5 feet you would have an item box. Or maybe that was just Monster Hunter World, but I certainly liked it. Let's go back to my Blast Basher set. And this one emphasizes shield attacks as well as explosions. This is a sword made from the remains of Teostra, the Elder Dragon. The Buddy Piazza. What do you mean the Buddy Plaza? Buddy Affairs. I have not seen the buddy board yet. What is that? A gold, Palico, and Palamute. Okay. More buddy skills. And so obviously buddies being the companions that I take into battle whenever I face a monster. So right now I'm running with 2 Palicos, which are the cat-like creatures. Why cats? Why not? And so they're topped up at level 50, those guys. I don't think we need to change these boys just yet. Let's go see what's next on the menu.
I have faith that you will fulfill your duty.
Excellent. We'll finish the optional quest. Let's go see if we can actually do some more. So monster parts and monsters themselves.
I look forward to your safe return. Take a look at the quest list.
Star level 1 for master rank. I could fight a Royal Ludroth or 2 Argyros. Any preferences out there? Nothing like a good hazy.
I studied and studied for months on end, so I may be qualified to handle quests. But I still make plenty of mistakes.
Let's go for the Royal Ludroth. As much as I want to hunt an Argyros, 2 Argyros is a bit much.
You'll do great.
Well, I appreciate the kudos. Before that, let me go ahead and replenish my consumables. Hopefully this one won't take as long as that first one. And of course, let's go eat fresh dango. Ah yes, the hopping skewers. So I've seen a couple of videos on the matter, but it seems like the skewers, the positioning of the dango on the skewers actually will bolster or decrease the effects of the dango themselves, which is actually a neat feature, something that I might dabble in when I'm in higher levels. Let's go with a slugger. This will allow us to stun monsters just a little bit easier as we bash them with our shield. And of course, some Moxie is always good. Can't say I'm a incredible fan of eating dongos for this game, but I do appreciate the animation that plays with them. Thank you for feeding my boys and myself. Let's get out of here. So Royal Ludroth is an water elemental. I can only assume that it's weak to fire. I don't have a true elemental weapon on me. It's a blast element, which means that if I attack the monster enough, enough explosive spores will gather on its body, and it will cause a blast, which should induce further damage on the monster. And of course, take your drugs before you start. Seems like I didn't finish unlocking all of the map. Let's go this way first. See if we can actually do that. Hopefully after this we can do a kunai. I guess this is an environmental trap, or at least that's what he's suggesting. That might be something I'll explore later. Any stink mink. It's nice to see. Oh, ruby wirebugs. Increased mounter punisher damage, easier to initiate wyvern riding, and faster wirebug gauge recovery. So a different type of wirebug. Not as if we need it. In Monster Hunter Rise, we are supermen. And our target is just up ahead. All right. And Royal Ludroth is a monster I first encountered in Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate. One of the things that I definitely always remember from those fights was just the fact that its roar is actually very bird-like. It's kind of fun. The Ludroth is definitely not as fast as the Kuluyaku. Oh, and it seems like it's picked a fight with a Cenator. Let's go. The Cenator wearing a Monoblow Skull, which is a monster that we still have to see in the mainline series. What are you doing, buddy? Alright. Oof. Wow, okay. It wasn't finished.
Your days are numbered.
Oh, wow. Well, that was a good matchup, but now we've got our work cut out for us. It seems like it's enraged. And if I'm not mistaken, the set that we got underneath this layered armored is weak to water, so this is not necessarily the best matchup. Ooh, bigger wasp. And it's fled. That was not bad. That was not bad at all. Particularly with the interference of that Cenator. And let's just pick up these spoils before we move on. Some dash extract. Did we not sharpen our weapon? I think this is actually its max sharpness. Alright. Let's move on back. Giant mosquitoes here. Wait a second, I'm not looking for this guy. I'm targeting the wrong individual. That's fine, at least we get to explore the map just a bit and collect some more endemic life. At some point I should really pick up some master rank gear. What is this thing? A marionette spider. Hunting helpers that can be found in the field. If thrown at large monster, it would latch on, and its thread can be used to pull monsters toward the hunter. Press Y again to yank the monster in your direction. Press Y in midair to throw a marionette spider at a monster. So it seems like you can actually use this mechanic to actually potentially have monsters knock into walls and things of that sort.
Hey there.
I don't know if I've got the coordination, but seems like a fun mechanic. And there's our target. Beautiful. Whoa, he just rolled into me. That was smart, very smart. Pinpoint precision on these evades. Oh, and I knew from the moment it reared its back that I was going to get smashed by that. Just gotta find a way to knock it down. I am missing its head very much so. Wow, what am I even doing? Like, don't quit your day job. I saw that coming. Beautiful slice. Nice. Here we go. Perfect rush. Ah, missed the finish. That was sad. That was sad. I'm planting a great wire bug here. Generally, putting great wire bugs on these lilies allows you to access to a shortcut on the map. Okay, but before we go, let's go ahead and sharpen up our weapons. Come on, what do you want? How about we just take it? Oh, and there's another one here. And a chance to ride. And considering the current monster I'm having, a Royal Ludroth would probably get poisoned, and I was right. Not enough time for the perfect rush, unfortunately. Wow, I flew right into that one. That's the danger of using the wire bug in that way. Let me see if we can actually use the Fellvine today. Okay, let's go. And so the Fellvine is a mechanic which allows you to power up your Palatos. They start using some pretty amazing attacks after you activate it. One of the reasons why I only run with Palatos in this game. Where's my kunai anyways? I should probably aim those. Beautiful. Way to whiff that perfect rush. Okay, that was good. Let's go for another one. Ah, and of course we didn't make it. It looks like we've destroyed it. The Royal Ludra sponge is actually quite flattened at this point. Oh, and the Cyanatar is back. Just wondering if they'll start a turf war. No, I guess not. Wishful thinking, maybe. So one of the things that I like about this set is I've also got exhaust jewels on, which makes the monster tire out. Okay, good. That was a good round. Did you really have to attack me while I was just... ridiculous. You guys. Let's see if I can actually heal up here. Okay, where are we on the clock? Okay. There's some treasure here. What is this I spot? Seems like this is some sort of shortcut. Let's go ahead and stamina up. And let's go. There's that Cyanatar again. You have your chance, boss. And I guess this map has also got a cave system of sorts. Something is chasing me. Beautiful shot. That's a good one. Wow, it just ran right through me. Now, of course, it's on aggressive mode simply because it's probably reaching the end of its life. Back away. Try again. I was wondering if it was actually going to throw me off that ledge. No ring outs here, folks. Slapped it right in the face. And I got bombed by my Bombardier Palico. I think it fled. It's out of the map. But I see it still. Wondering if we can actually... Okay, we can use the Felvine once more actually. And this boy is tired. Let's engage aggressively. We should use a bit more of our shadowing fall. But every time I try to do that, I assume that my weapon is drawn, which... need to be a little bit better about that. Hey, and he's ready for a trap. If I could remember where my trap button is. Come here, friend. I carry way too many things on me. What is this? Classic Monster Hunter. And Royal Ludroth out. Good match, but the Kuliyaku actually gave me a better run for my money. And I think it's time for a refill. What style should I get next? Any thoughts? Oh, okay. So our urgent quest seems to be emerging. My village has been largely unscathed thanks to you. Gotta love that hairstyle on Lady Fiorane. Dame Fiorane, sorry.
I see.
Ah, the Tranodon. So one more fight in the jungle. Sure, why not? Who wants to talk to me?
Chat with Cheat for all your questing needs.
So it turns out our quest counter assistant is actually a princess. That's an interesting one. Just a second here. Alright, that's enough of that. A letter from Rondine, one of our favorites.
Yeah.
You can certainly go visit him whenever you like. An urgent quest.
Be sure to check the special quest.
Alright, so what's next? Tetranodon Blockade. With that, let's go ahead and take a pause. I'm going to go ahead and see what next is on tap. Stay tuned.
I studied and studied for months on end, so I may be qualified to handle quests. But I still make plenty of mistakes. If you have any advice for me, I'm all ears.
Okay, and we are back. Thank you very much for joining us, anyone who just popped into the chat. What's next on tap is a Firestone Cinnamon Dolce, which I believe is something that I haven't had on stream just yet. This one is from Firestone Walker Brewing Company, and this one was kind of a chance for me. I'm a little bit wary whenever it comes to Firestone Walker. Not to say that they're not a brewery that I don't respect, but they certainly leave a little bit to be desired, I find. The reason why I got this one was simply because I love the royal red on the can itself. It's cinnamon, which is my favorite spice, cinnamon being my favorite tree bark to eat. Stouts themselves are actually dark colored beers. They have a more complex flavor. They've got a lacy texture about them. And specifically nitro beers are those powered by nitrogen gas. And so it makes them a little bit creamier, a little bit similar composition to milk even. So all that being said, this should actually be a wonderful tasting, and it largely is. But I've had it before, and it's not up to expectations. Fang and ale. So I will say that the bouquet is wonderful. It's got a very milky texture, almost like a delicious chocolate milk even. Maybe chocolate milk with some cinnamon. I think that's a little bit more accurate. Let's see what our friends at Untapped have to say about this. We reimagined our Nitro Milk Stout into something entirely new and seasonal, conditioned on whole Madagascar vanilla beans and cinnamon sticks, for a rich profile reminiscent of a cinnamon dolce latte. I don't disagree with the description. I just wish it was a little more complex. That's all. I felt like when I saw it at the store, probably Total Wine or Bevmo, that I was expecting something thick and milky and spicy, and I got some of that, but I didn't get all of it. So Cinnamon Dolce Stout, give it a shot. Let me know what you think. And with that, let's go back to our urgent quest. Okay, and we have to fight at the Trenodon, which is something that we remember from our high rank. Nothing too new. Let's go ahead and accept. And I think we're gonna keep our current equipment. What news have you got, Courier? Online, offline communications. That certainly doesn't sound anything new from the old system. What have you got to trade? Backroom deals. I wonder if this Palico now has the job of Rondine, actually. I think this might be the farm of Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak. Which is fine. I don't necessarily like the idea of not being able to see Lady Rondine. Let's leave it as is. Let's go get some food. Fill up on our reagents. I think we should be set. Let's go after that Tetranodon. Miracle Worker. Sure, let's get some more of them quest items. And our Slugger, Weakener. Activate one of our special tickets. It's all about tickets in this game. I've got to say, while I enjoy the animation here, I still miss the high definition graphics on the food that was had during World and Iceborne. Say what you will about that game, but eating at the canteen was always a treat there. Okay, and it seems like one more time into the jungle. Let's try and wrap this one up in the next 30 minutes or so. And we don't need any online buddies today. Let's go ahead and take our drugs though. You know, I was really hoping that for the first level of quest for Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak that we would be maybe hit with a lot of new monsters. And yes, we've seen Cianatar, which is fine, and I do enjoy the way that monster fights. But I was hoping we'd see something like Espinas, perhaps. Maybe just a few more things to whet our appetite before we get to the big ones. Where is this guy? Wait a second. Seems like I just left it. Which is not to say that this is a deal breaker. This is me coming at it from a seasoned Monster Hunter perspective. Yeah, sure, let's take that marionette spider. We didn't even actually use it last time. This actually reminds me of the starting area for that second world in Banjo-Kazooie, the beach location. Treasure Trove Cove, maybe. Or is that a Disney location? Anyways. And clearly our sense of direction is just a little skew. Probably because we are enjoying that Dolce Vita. Where did that... Okay. No, we can do that later. We can do that tonight. Right now we hunt. And there's our boy. Let's see what new tricks Tetranodon has up its sleeve. Right off the bat, it does feel just a little bit faster. So I've got to say, just because Tetranodon is the training room monster, it seems a little bit old hat. Whoa, hey. And it's got a rock now, okay. I should have dodged left. Or dodged right. Vying for an opening here. Failed on the slam. Gotta get out of these close corners. And my stamina is just not great. Oh, a follow-up. Okay, that was a good opener. There I go, trying to do a perfect combo. Failed miserably at it. Didn't realize that the Trenadon could actually do 2 of those lunges at once, but maybe that's a G rank feature. And I apologize if I call it G rank more often than not. That's simply how I know it. Bomb it. There you go. And it's down. Okay, nice combo. Getting some good damage off of this. Whoa, hey! And it seems like it might pick a fight with... There you go. I'm gonna just bash it against the wall. Let's not fight, guy. Ah, not enough for a third one. Perfect rush. Ah, and of course he countered me immediately. If I might just provide a little bit of background here. The reason why it seems like I'm an amateur at the Sword and Shield entering into G rank is because I'm an amateur at the Sword and Shield entering G rank. For base Rise, I mostly played the Lance and Gun Lance, which are my preferred weapons. But I was a little concerned with the changes that they were making for Sunbreak, or maybe lack of changes. So I decided, you know what, let's go ahead and switch this up.
Thanks, buddy.
So we're learning the Sword and Shield as we're moving into the G rank. Which may be a little bit daring, but if we don't do it now, we'll never do it. Sharpen up our sword. And of course this thing had to just chase us. There's our target. So for those of you wondering why I'm not doing the shift skill swap, self-bind switch, there's a lot of S words there. It's simply because I don't have them set up. And honestly, with the Sword and Shield, I'm pretty comfortable with the setup I have right now. That might change once I unlock more switch skills. But that hasn't happened yet. Ooh, nice. Ah, of course they would get me while I'm trying to do the perfect rush. Like my Palicos actually have it on the run. Let's see if we can... That's not what I wanted to do. Don't pull up the camera while I'm doing this, buddy. Nice. I gotta admit, that was a nice shot. He knew when to get me. But that's enough of that. Let's activate that Felvine, a move exclusive to Palicos. Felvine, something that I didn't realize until I actually have completed the base game. Very useful. Perfect rush. I feel like I keep trying to activate it. Ah, come on. Missed that one. Oh, hey, what's going on? Ooh, nice. Explosions all about. That was a fun one. And for anyone just joining, we're still drinking a Firestone Cinnamon Dolce. Let me know on the chat, what are you drinking this fine Thursday afternoon? Ah, this Royal Woodruff is still chasing. No, it's not. Hey, came right after us. No second jump. Slam. By the skin of our teeth. Realize that the Pteranodon has such a stunning roar. Poisoned? Poisoned. And now it's got its rock, very similar to the Kuluyaku. Siennatar on the horizon. Whoa. I thought I was going to do one of these T-Rex triangle runs, but the angles are just a little bit smaller. Ready for action. It's tired. It's a tired boy. And that might be in part because I've got the drain jewels on me. Ah, that didn't stop me from being bowled over. I think we need a recharge. So like I said, I'm pretty amateur at trying to play the Sword and Shield. One of the things that you'll notice is that I'm actually not very good at pulling the reagents in the middle of a fight. But you know what? That's okay, baby. Doesn't even seem like I need it. I've been training with the lances, and that has generally forced me to look for safe spaces to use items anyways. And the Felvine very close to being active again. Let's go. Perfect rush. Slam. Just a bit slow, boy. Yes, I am. And Royal will drop in the picture. Somebody's knocked out. The Trinodon himself. Let's find a wall to bang him against. And he is trappable, ladies and gentlemen. Let's end it right here. I should really find a way to shortcut that one. Nice. Nicely done. We should probably get these items, jeez. Ah, missed one. No worries, we'll come back. There's many a Trinodon in our future. Ah, and Meg just reached level 50. I'm actually wondering what the Palico cap is in Monster Hunter Sunbreak, Rise Sunbreak. Because I assume that they would at least give us a couple more levels to grind towards, but I haven't seen that just yet. Okay, the passage has opened up. I would love for you to show me a world map to see the distance between Kimura and Elgato. Oh, nice. Some friends. So they're coming to join us. And what have you got to say, old friend? Sue the researcher. A bombardier upgrade. Feline fireworks. So I'm assuming this is a way to upgrade specifically bombardier palicos. That's pretty cool. And let's see what's actually next on our quest. We are wrapping up though, but I would definitely like to see what's next on the menu. Guess from Kimura.
Your spirit shines bright. Yep.
Wonderful inner monologue.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Thank you for stopping by.
Always.
Here's the list of quests.
So I think this is Master Rank? No. I honestly thought that was Master Rank level 2, but I guess we're still in Master Rank level 1. So an Eknosom, Volvadon, Baroth. Love my boy Baroth. Some Roggies. Hermitar, Velociprey. And the Kuliaka, which we already defeated. The Argyros boys. The Hermitar. Clearly I've been calling Hermitar Cyanitars this entire time, so my apologies. Nobody will see to this part of the stream to actually know that I apologize for that mistake.
Do you have any advice for me? I'm all ears.
Some small monsters. Ah, Alagambi. Okay. So some good fights. I can't say that there's anything that I'm particularly looking forward to other than the Baroth. But that's okay. In any case, I'm going to call the stream for right now. Again, apologies for everyone that came in thinking that we were going to go for a retro stream today. Again, it is the 30th and it is Sunbreak Day, so I couldn't resist. All that being said, I will very much likely not be streaming tomorrow. I've got a few real world matters to attend to. But tune in next week. I'm sure we'll have something up worth your interest. Stay thirsty, Wolfkin. See you again.